As of today, I'm 24 years old, or at least the day this video goes up. I don't know when you're watching this. Maybe you're watching this 10 years from now, in which case I just turned 34, and that is a scary thing to think about. Someone feel free to remind me if I'm still here 10 years down the road. Remind me to go back and watch this to where I'm referencing that fact, and it'll be a trip. I'll just be like, oh God, where did the last 10 years go?
Thanks, me, for that wonderful introduction. You've done untold amounts of damage. I forgot that I did this video. Granted, I've forgotten most of the videos I've uploaded over the years. This is what happens as you age and decay over the course of a decade or so. Me in this video seems to think about just having turned 34 slightly earlier this month. Okay, let's look at some positives about where we're at now at 34 versus where we were at 10 years ago at 24. You know, I think, and I'm looking at me, and I'm looking at me, and I think I might look better at 34 than I did at 24. This isn't really saying much because this is hot off the heels of several years of not exercising at all and not really watching what I was eating. So I don't know if you could say the same about me age 27 versus 34, but I'm going to keep this little victory for right now. For the 10 years since I was 24, I'll give myself that. Otherwise, I don't know if there's much other stuff. I don't know, man. I don't get as much viewership as I did, but I have had many years since of still having people watch videos. So, you know what? Be thankful that it happened, not that it doesn't happen as much anymore. And I also feel like I have more knowledge and life experience, as you would hope would be the case after having lived another decade. So those are the positives. The negatives, though, are that the act of exercising most every day over the course of that period of time was time that I didn't spend making YouTube videos, therefore making me less competitive in the YouTube and streaming space as a whole, which therefore means if you want to be successful, you shouldn't exercise. That's the takeaway here. If you want to be successful, you should sacrifice your long-term health so that you can put more hours in now and be more competitive. You see, that's where I went wrong, was trying to exercise and be healthy. 10 years down the road, the biggest mistake you made past me was right about at this time, thinking that it would be a good idea to spend time trying to be healthy. Crazy idea. What an idiot. Look at him. What an idiot.
Starting things off on a really, really scary note there.
You know what? You deserve it for speaking that way about your elders, about yourself as an elder. Frick. Just to be clear, this video here is not like a Dear Me in 10 years video outlining my hopes and dreams and aspirations. And then 10 years down the road, did we accomplish them? This was just the 6-year anniversary of making YouTube videos. Happy birthday to me, it says in the description. I just had to go in and throw in this ridiculous, derogatory to myself introduction at the beginning of it for no reason. And you know what? I could do the funniest thing here in this video too. I'm not going to say, hey, me in 10 or 20 years, link me this video again, which thank you folks on Reddit for remembering this, setting a calendar reminder for 10 years after this video aired, and then following through on that calendar reminder. I'm very impressed with you guys for making that post and then getting me to rewatch this. But the rest of this video, all that to say, isn't really, outlining what I thought would happen in 10 years. It's just, hey, by the way, it's been 6 years since I started making YouTube videos.
I've reached the age, and I might have said this with 23 as well, where nothing really happens for your birthday. Well, other than getting older and hopefully doing something.
I guess I can speak to that one. Still, really nothing ever happens. There's no more milestones other than now I actually think about the milestone of reaching 65 years old. Or is it no, it might be 59. It's 59 years old, isn't it? Where you can withdraw from your pension account without incurring a tax penalty. So that is the next milestone to look forward to. And we're over halfway there at this point. Let's go, boys. Other than that, I guess the only potentially kind of relevant thing here in this video that might be of interest is, if you hadn't seen it, this is my senior high school yearbook photo. And I think I looked better in that than I did at 24. And hairline-wise, it was good then. Is a trip to Turkey in order? No. No, I don't think so. But I'll look back and be like, those were the good times, weren't they? Right. So anyway, guys, moral of the story, I'm 34 years old. Time is undefeated. It cannot be stopped. And I'm going to keep trying to make some videos. So stay tuned. Thanks for continuing to watch throughout the years. And I will see you next time.